Mr. Mayor. First of all, thank you to all the residents who came out and shared. Again, we are up against this deadline for affordable housing, sorry, which is why this is moving a lot faster, but there is a lot of room to still collect feedback and provide input. So I just want to make sure that everyone is aware, like, we still want to hear from residents. Not all the details have been solidified. So I just wanted to make sure that our residents understood that, and we still want to hear from you. As it relates to the incident this week, I just wanted to say thank you to my colleagues who did put out that statement. I know there have been questions about why all of us weren't on that. I fully support the statement as it was written. There is no room for anti-Semitism in Teaneck. I want to thank both the township manager and the police department for their quick reaction. They were able to identify the vehicle involved. And I just wanted to reiterate to the public that we do fully support the statement that went out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilman Katz, you good? Deputy Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, I just want a couple of quick things. First of all, thank you for coming out and voicing your opinions. As a township, we continue to address housing obligations. Affordable housing obligations is important to, however, distinguish between our legal responsibility to meet affordable housing requirements and the policy choices reflected in redevelopment strategies within the housing element in the Fair Share Plan. Teaneck's affordable housing obligation stems from statewide requirements established under the Mount Laurel Doctrine. And shout out to Ethel Lawrence, who is the mother of the Mount Laurel decision, who saw developers coming into her area and saw that it was necessary to speak to moderate and low-income people. So shout out to her. I want to say that these obligations that we are experiencing right now require our town to provide a realistic opportunity for the development of affordable housing as it was expressed to us. The challenge arises, however, not from the obligation itself, but how the housing element in the Fair Share Plan proposes to satisfy it. That's the dilemma. In Teaneck's case, a significant portion of the plan relies on high-density redevelopment projects, often emphasizing rental construction and large-scale redevelopment sites. This approach has created tension within our town in terms of meeting these goals, in terms of how these projects are consistent with the master plan, which calls for balanced growth. It calls for, our master plan calls for mixed-use development, walkability within our town, and diverse housing options. The key distinction, however, is that affordable housing obligations are mandated by state law. It's not mandated by us, but by state law. The specific redevelopment strategies used to meet these obligations are local policy decisions. As a result, the ongoing discussion in Teaneck is not about whether we should meet our affordable housing obligation. We must meet our affordable housing obligation, but rather whether the current redevelopment approach fully aligns with our master plan, its vision, and provides the best long-term housing mix for our community and future generations. And lastly, I know a lot of people have asked me, what does affordable housing mean in terms of there are regulations as it speaks to our area median income and what percentages low, medium, moderate, very low, and moderate income. So right now in Bergen County, we're at 120,000 for AMI, and 80% is typically considered moderate. Very low is 30%. So when we are speaking about affordable housing units, there is calculations that are made that speaks to how many apartments are either low, moderate, or very low. And I just want to mention that. And lastly, I do agree with the statement that was published by our township. Hate has no place in Teaneck. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Deputy Mayor.
Yes, so no restaurant. There will